All right, what's going on, guys? Unit 3 forum. For this, I'm going to use my old high school as the example because this is my first season coaching at LA Harbor. So I'm not sure about the administrative tasks and how good they are about them. Um, so some of the things that were good at when I coached the freshman high school basketball team, in regards to the scheduling, mainly like the games. Games, there were no issues. Everything was scheduled on time. We had the freshmen would play at 3. Sophomore team would play after us at 4:30. There was no scheduling conflicts with the games. Whenever they had wrestling in there, we would be in the small gym. Um, in practice, um, that's when some issues would arise. A lot of times, in the breeding, um, priority was supposed to be given to in-season teams, and oftentimes, I'll see, volleyball would be in the have gym time at like 3 o'clock when I would have loved to get my freshman team in there at 3 o'clock, and we'd have to practice at night. So priority kind of um, wasn't on point there. Um, to resolve that, obviously, we take communication on the athletic directors on their part. They would have to communicate that to the volleyball coach as well, the basketball coaches, of what would happen. Because the whole time I was confused, and the varsity coach would tell me, "Hey, that's just how it goes here." So communication definitely, and just giving priority to the in-season team would solve that issue. Um, One time, in regards to scheduling officials, one time we were playing an away game. Um, Obviously, that's only away school, but I thought it was important to note that we didn't have an official. So for some reason, we were supposed to have two officials. Nobody showed up, and I think they had like a staff member from the school. I'm not sure if he was a custodian or something like that, but he's somehow got a referee shirt, put it on, and ref the an in league basketball game all by himself, which was really unprofessional. I'm not sure what happened with the scheduling, probably on that school's end, but that was unfortunate to see. Um, I was also reading that in the book that officials were supposed to be, not arrogant and professional, and probably at the lower level probably happens the most. A lot of officials are very unprofessional, very arrogant towards coaches. Um, Again, it didn't happen all the time, but um, again, probably at the lower level happens a lot. I'm sure at the varsity level, um, that probably decreases. Um, Another time, in regards to contest control, there was an issue with a parent from the away team. He was threatening one of our coaches during the game for some reason. I don't remember what it was, but he was making verbal um, verbal threats towards our coach, threatening that he was going to fight him and see him outside. And in that regard, for contest control, something like that, um, I think we handled it pretty well. We held all the players inside the gym, didn't let them leave. The coach stayed inside. Um, we called police and security to make sure that the individual not only left the school, but also the premises of even outside the school. We made sure he was escorted out and left before we released any of the players or the coaches, just to ensure safety precautions, something like that. I personally have never seen, but um, I think our school did a pretty good job in regards to that. Um, any other issues in regards to transportation? I would say for the most part, our school adopted um, the method of picking up players from the school, dropping them off at the at our game site. But we did not have any buses wait for us and take us back when I coached. I know when I played, we had buses to and from games, but when I coached, I don't know what happened with funds or something like that. We only had buses one way. With that, it's not obviously unfortunate, but I feel like communication could have been a little bit better because I know for that it's a lot of responsibility um, to have players waiting for their parents to get picked up, and no one told me to or made sure that I was there to supervise players I was told I could leave after games. I mean, I didn't because I didn't feel comfortable leaving players waiting for their parents. I waited until all of them were picked up, but I feel like that's an important communication issue, as well as well, a few times, obviously I have to drive my own car to games, for away games, and sometimes the the bus drivers, um, I would hear my players tell me, hey, the bus driver needs the coach to be on the bus, and obviously that wouldn't make any sense if there's no bus back. Who's going to pick me up? So again, that's all communication. I feel like our school could have done better communicating to the bus driver, and to myself what was supposed to be done. Um, but for the most part, we always had buses to the games. There, no issues with that. Just a communication error, either from the AD to the coach, or from the coach to myself. Just communication was kind of non-existent at the high school I used to be at. So hopefully, here at this new school, communication can be a little bit better, so we can avoid any scheduling or transportation issues. And that's it for the forum this week. Look forward to watching you guys' videos.